And good morning. And I realized I didn't introduce myself in the first episode. So I'm Mary, and I'm up at this god-awful hour of 5:40 because I had two cats pounding on my door because they're starving to death. You know, they're really starving and, you know, scrawny and all. And if I could find one of the little darlings, I would show you exactly how starving they are. So this is episode 2. Yeah, no Star Wars stuff here. No, that would be episode 1. Never mind. Oh, my co-host, Mischief, is, yes. Are you going to come join us? Are you going to come join us? I think our co-host is joining us. Is our co-host? Yes. Say hello to the internet, Mischief Cat. Yeah? No? No. She's not going to say hi, but she's going to soak up all the petting she can get, aren't you? Yes, dear. Yes, I love my cats. I spoil them outrageously. So, there's our... Oh, there's one of the others. We're going to have a guest, I think, this morning. Yes, sniff at each other. Because I think I can show you just how... Well, okay. Apparently, our co-host has now left and is off to go get a drink of water. Can't say I blame her. So, let's grab our coffees. All right? Coffee. Okay. Now let's get on with this day. Well, my grass is still growing. Let's see. How about let's talk about these people on the road, these other drivers that we all have to encounter. Sorry, I have a klepto cat. And, that they're infuriating. And sometimes you wonder if they didn't get their driver's license at a Cracker Jack box. I know I've wondered that a few times. More than a few times. But one of the things I do when I'm not wandering around here and talking to y'all is I drive for Uber. And I had a lovely passenger the other day. Very nice gentleman, very helpful and in guiding me through some areas that Uber's maps. Hey, yay, morning yawns. Weren't so helpful with. Because, once you get around an apartment complex or an industrial complex, Uber, any of these GPS maps have no fucking clue where you are and what to do with it. Anyway, I digress. We were talking about some of the big trucks on the road, and he had mentioned that there's a particular carrier, and I think I would be wise in not actually naming it, but it's synonymous with quick. That their drivers are usually very green and have minimal driving experience. Kind of avoid their rigs. Okay, thank you for the information, sir. Have a great day. All happy, joy. Because, hey, had a lovely conversation. You gave me money. I'm happy. You're happy. Everybody's happy. I'm getting back on the freeway, and lo and behold, one of the trucks from this company that I'm not naming was alongside me as I'm trying to merge onto the freeway. And I'm waiting for him to accelerate. He doesn't accelerate. I know he's not going to slow down. But I figured he'd accelerate or change lanes. Changing lanes would have been good. No, I have this great big 18-wheeler next to me. He's not going faster, and he's not moving over to allow me to merge. He's just there. Needless to say, I had to come to a halt, practically, to merge in behind him. Needless to say, I was not happy, but it kind of proves the point. Now it could have been. I give him credit. I could have been in his blind spot. But he saw me. I know he saw the vehicles merging. So, I don't know. There's no explanation for that except that he was green and not particularly attentive. So that was an adventure. And I promise you I'm going to try and figure out what to do about the glare on my glasses. Because it is annoying. And yes, I have my hair down, so I'm going to be fidgeting with it a lot because it annoys me. But I was tired of having it braided and it needed to be brushed and, pick one. So, and I say that a lot, that, it's like, well, and my husband said the other day, he's like, you don't have to yield. It's just a courtesy. Well, that's true. There's nothing written, I don't think, that drivers on the highway have to yield to merging traffic. They don't. But it's the right thing to do. If you see someone's trying to get in, maybe let one person in. Let the other person behind them merge in behind you. But, I see it a lot. People being dicks on the highway. And, no, I'm not going to let you in. And you see it a lot also, like in construction zones or when the highway's narrowing down to like 1 or 2 lanes. It's like, you knew way back there. Why didn't you get over? And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter whether you merge in way back when you first see the signs or whether you wait till the last minute. People don't have to be dicks about letting you in, and you guys see it. It just doesn't seem right. We've all gotten rather mean to each other. I think that's beginning to come home to me a lot lately. They were all just on the roads. We're mean to each other. I think this country's gotten mean and angry. And I think people don't trust people they don't know. And I'm going to blame it on 9/11. That we all got a lot of people got very, very scared and went, oh my God, everyone's out to kill me. Except the people that I know, like my immediate family. And so I'm just not going to trust strangers. And granted, some people weren't into trusting strangers beforehand, and that's okay, but, I don't know. I sense it, that there's a shift, and it feels like, everyone's getting, like, meaner, more isolationist, more violent. Well, the more violent, I'm going to chalk up to a certain orange-colored, trout-faced person that's attempting to run this country badly. It does all come back down to politics, doesn't it? That's sad. That I can't think of anything else to babble about except rant on the leader of this, well, not really leader. Yeah, people have gotten mean, and I don't like that. I see, it's like I see homeless people, and I actually see them, and I wonder, how sad is it that you're out here? How did you get out here? Last winter, someone had given me a scarf, and I wasn't quite sure where it came from, so I didn't want to keep it, but I didn't want to refuse it either, so I put it in the back of my car. I figured, well, I'll find a use, I don't know. And I was driving along, and on one of the usual intersections that I go by, I saw a older gentleman, holding up a sign. A cancer survivor, yada, yada, yada. And I looked at what he was wearing. 2 jackets, gloves, a ball cap. Fairly well bundled, but not great. I mean, and I noticed something. He didn't have a scarf. Now, I know when I'm out in the cold, if the back of my neck is exposed, I get cold a lot faster. I think it's not so much the top of your head, it's the back of your neck. And I remembered I had the scarf. So the light was red, so I reached in the back and I snagged the scarf and I rolled my window down. I motioned him over. And I said, here, because you don't have a scarf and it's cold and I don't want to see you any colder than you already seen. He couldn't talk very well, but he thanked me. I'm assuming that it was throat cancer or something. But why would he end up on the streets? I mean, I wonder. There's a gentleman I know that's doing a project about homeless people and actually seeing them in their stories and stuff. And I think it's a wonderful project. And I think we should. I think we should pay attention to those that are on the streets, not just go, oh, well, they're all drug addicts and I don't want them in my neighborhood, because that's not true. Some people found themselves on the streets because they lost their jobs or their hours got cut back so far that they couldn't make their mortgage and they lost their home. And they don't make enough to get an apartment, and they don't necessarily have all the skills to get a better paying job. And so it goes. And then you have families with kids and people with pets. And I talked to a group of homeless that had their little dog with them. I was like, well, if you're homeless, you shouldn't have pets. No, pets are a comfort. I'm sorry. That may be the only thing that seems to care for you in a world of people that don't really give a shit about much except themselves. And I've seen exceptions to it, and when I see them, I love them. I love it because it makes me smile. It's like, finally, hope for the human race. Maybe these few will survive the hell that is to come, I think. So, being homeless, it's not easy. It's not fun. Nobody chooses to be homeless for the S and G's of it. You might choose to be homeless for other reasons, political or moral or ethical or whatever the reason. But you don't do it because it seems like a really great idea and this is the best way to live my life. No. Because you're chased out of places, you don't have any security. Shelters are underfunded and overcrowded. And when they try and make, places for the homeless, everyone says, well, it's just going to draw crime or drugs or, some other unwanted element. And yes, it's a great idea, just not here. At some point, we're going to run out of not heres. So what do? We need to think and stop gut reacting to, oh my God, they're homeless and dirty. Well, they're dirty because they don't always have a place to take a damn shower. Because places won't let you shower. I think the Y does, and maybe a couple other places, but as a rule, where are they going to shower? So they, use public restrooms where they can to kind of clean up. But that's about it. So, yes, they're dirty. Because we aren't holding hand out and saying, here, have a basic human comfort. Get clean. Take a shower. A hot shower, just a hot shower, makes a world of difference. There's a move here In Seattle, actually, they're building tiny little houses for them, for people. And it's wonderful. And they're making a whole little village. And these aren't huge places. You know, it's not like my house, which is, well, sprawling. They're even smaller than what you'd classify a cottage, I guess. But it's a roof over their head. It's a place to sleep where you don't feel like somebody's going to come steal all your shit in the middle of the night, or try and kill you, or, you know, you're asleep and there's a car accident and the car goes off the road and runs you over. Yes, that was a very sad thing. And everyone's, let's not get me. So, you know, homeless people are just that. People. They're human beings. They have feelings. They had lives. They still have lives. Not all of them are drug addicts. Not all of them are mentally ill. Yes, there's a large population of them, even here in Washington, that are indeed mentally ill. And they're out wandering the streets. Why? Because they can't afford their meds, so they can't stay stable. So they can't keep functioning and able to hold a job, which means that they can't keep a roof over their heads. Trying to get SSI disability? Oh, please. I don't know, you have to walk in or, you know, roll in, whatever, missing limbs, and being able to show that immediately. To get any sort of immediate help, you have to actually show just how disabled you are. God forbid, you know, you have PTSD and chronic anxiety and all of this emotional, mental stuff that isn't readily visible, and you don't know how to phrase the wording right, and they'll deny you and deny you and deny you. And at some point, you give up. You go, well, so I must not be disabled enough. Well, I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent. I don't know how I'm going to buy food. Schizophrenia is a terrifying situation. I think that's a lot of what's on the streets. The medication for schizophrenia is horribly expensive. Horribly expensive. Thank you, big drug companies, for making it possible for those that really need their medication to not get it. It's stupid. It's stupid. They shouldn't have to be there. They shouldn't be on the streets. We should be able to afford medication, whether we're rich, whether we're poor, whether we're black, white, tan, purple, green, orange. Well, maybe not orange, because orange can afford their meds. Yeah, cheap shot. I take them. Why? Because I'm pretty much broke. That's about what I can afford, a cheap shot. So, you know, have a heart. Think before you judge. Okay, so I've been preachy. It was one of those mornings. I was having a preachy moment. But, you know, two-legged, four-legged, be kind. You know. And I was hoping I'd have a guest, but apparently the guest is off doing something else. I don't know what. Possibly saving the world from zip ties. That's her thing. But that's for another show. Until I do this thing again where I get in front of the camera, please be excellent to each other. Think, care. We're all human. We all have to live.